Now I'm going to do a quick demo on setting up the Spotlight Remote. It's very simple, and the process used here, this is on the Macintosh, is the same on Windows essentially. So I'm in the Bluetooth control panel. So I'm going to pair the Spotlight controller. I do this by holding down the top and bottom buttons on the controller until I get a small buzz on the controller. And now it'll show up for pairing. I click pair, and I'll get another buzz on the remote, and that says everything's well, we're connected, and we're fine. So now I'm going to run the Logitech application. This is the control panel essentially for the Spotlight Remote. If I double click this to install the application, or to run it rather, so now we have the Spotlight settings. The first is for timer. A couple options. You can turn the whole thing off. You can have a clock actually display on the screen, which is a bad idea, but it's there. Some people want it. And then 30 or 60 minutes and a custom choice, and the idea that you can receive a vibration alert. The controller will actually vibrate to alert you when it's 5 minutes prior to your set time. Next we have the pointers. Now the pointers, there are 3 different pointers that are supported by the software, and this is an area which is great because they can always expand these and make things. Just a hint, Logitech, you could do that. You could hook into the PowerPoint, the PowerPoint laser pointer feature right here if you wanted to. But highlight, magnify, and circle. If we highlight, dims the rest of the screen and shows the circle area in the original brilliance. Magnify leaves the screen brilliance alone but magnifies whatever's in the circle, and circle simply puts a circle there that you can move about on the screen. So we'll demo each of these one at a time. So if I press and hold the button, I get a circle that I can move around. I highlight Spotlight. This is the Spotlight that it's named after. If I double click, I get the magnify, and now if I move it about, you can see an increase in size whenever this goes over. I'll double click again, and now I've got the circle, and this is simply a pointer that gives a little more emphasis to whatever I'm putting it over. And again, each one of these can be controlled in the size by the use of the slider here. So, and if you don't want to use, let's say you don't want to use the circle and you don't want to use modify, you can turn those off and simply have highlight. But I'm going to leave them on for now. So then there are 2 customizing features. These work off the back and next button, the next and back button. And so you can choose to have, if you press and hold either of those buttons, you can have it do a feature that's supported in most of the applications that you're going to be running. Windows and Mac PowerPoint and Keynote on the Mac, I think all support with the same key. Blank screen, which basically turns off your slide and just shows the black screen, so the presenter can regain some attention from the screen. Scroll, volume control, and a custom keystroke. But blank screen is a great one to have on there, and I have chosen no action for the hold down of the back button. And then there are advanced settings here that we're not going to get into. So that's a quick demonstration of what you'd have to do prior to running your presentation with the Spotlight Remote. Again, you can just have this, after you've got this paired, you don't have to go through the pairing, and the Logitech presentation software can be set to automatically load. So you've got literally nothing to do before you run the presentation, because at this point, all I have to do is run the presentation and everything's working. That's it.